I don't know what it is, but it's always the most craziest and most abnormal things happening in Oregon. Serial killers, masked up psychopaths, and now wolfman monsters. We need to exterminate the entire state at this point. I kid. But nah, for real though, that state might actually have to go. So, Wolfman is a brand new horror film from Blumhouse. The film is directed by Leigh Whannell and it stars Christopher Abbott, Julia Garner, and Matilda Firth. Blake and his family are attacked by an unseen animal and, in a desperate escape, barricade themselves inside a farmhouse as the creature prowls the perimeter. As the night stretches on, however, Blake begins to behave strangely, transforming into something unrecognizable. So after finishing this movie, I was very conflicted on my feelings about it. There were things in this movie that I loved, and there were other things in this movie that I really did not love. But to be honest, guys, this movie is just painfully okay. It's like this movie wanted to be more, but it just could not reach that potential. And coming from the guy who made Upgrade and The Invisible Man, this movie is quite disappointing. But like every review that I do, whether it's good, mid, or bad, I will always give credit where credit is due. First off, the tone and the atmosphere was fantastic. This movie did an excellent job in laying out the dark and sinister tone of the Wolfman. Because given a movie like this is supposed to be a very grim and morbid film, and arguably a depressing one at that. The idea of a man turning into an abomination is supposed to feel sinister and terrifying. And this movie is dark, not as far as tone, but rather actual lighting. If you thought the Batman had dark lighting, wait till you see the Wolfman. This movie is almost entirely in pitch black. But in reality, if you are at a farm in the woods in rural Oregon, it makes sense why there's very little lighting. But it gets to a point where it's almost a little too dark, to the point in which you almost couldn't really tell what the hell was happening. But the movie does an outstanding job at using the darkness to elevate the Wolfman's presence. There are moments where this guy is literally just standing in the dark as the humans are panicking. It is moments like that that really make you think, there really are fates worse than death. But I will say, I really love the practical makeup of the Wolfman. Now, although I did find the transformation to be a little underwhelming, I still gotta give love to the makeup department. Everything from the teeth, to the strands of hair, to the giant forehead, he looks unrecognizable. Now, I know there's some people who didn't like the look of the Wolfman. Personally, I was fine with it. I will not argue with anybody who did not like the design. I get it. I really do. And this movie is shot beautifully. Like, there is some really solid cinematography here. And the acting overall is good in my opinion. I will say, I do wish Christopher Abbott and Julia Garner had a little bit more chemistry. I felt like they tried, but maybe it was the writing or maybe the chemistry just wasn't there. I don't know. But I was able to look past it. It didn't really bother me. And that's all I've got for the good. So now let's address the bad. First off, the vision of the Wolfman looked way too CGI for me, to the point where it was kind of distracting. So with the wolf's vision, everything is in a light blue tint color. The pupils of the humans tend to be like this fiery light blue tint, and it looked silly to me. It almost looked like a terrible Snapchat filter. The concept and on paper, it looked great, but in execution, it was rather elementary. And not to go into spoilers, but slight spoiler-ish, if you will, there are two Wolfmen. From the opening scene, you will immediately know who the second Wolfman is. It's so in your face, they don't even try to hide it. But overall, this movie just felt very underwhelming and very undercooked. I feel like the director wanted to do more, but for some reason, it just never happened. Because when the movie ends, it feels so anticlimactic. Like, it's just like, oh, that's it? You know what I mean? The movie just ends and it left me so unfulfilled. The potential was surely there, but unfortunately, it just never reached it. I blame the state of Oregon. So, plugging Wolfman into the rank system, I am placing this one into the pass zone. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for Wolfman. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about Wolfman. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why is it Oregon's fault? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all in the next one.